Stefan Brooker. Welcome to my channel. Stefan Brooker said. Good evening, Meg.
Alright, let's get this started. Hey everybody, this is Mega Anime. How's your night going for you? Hey Stefan.
Stefan Brooker said. It's been alright, thank you.
Well, that's good to hear.
Siri Ian Murray. Welcome to my channel. Siri Ian Murray said. I didn't do it.
You didn't do what? Alright, so I am actually going to show you my sketchbook that I finally finished for this stream.
Siri Ian Murray said. Everything LOL.
Everything? Well, how dare you not do anything? Let's make sure. Dog cam's not working.
Siri Ian Murray said. Yes. I may or may not have.
And I may have not have hurt my shoulder for some reason. But yeah.
Siri Ian Murray said. Delay doof. Lurks. Welcome to my channel.
Nothing is working right. Give me a second so I can fix my avatar.
Sun. Welcome to my channel. Sun, said. She live again, yay D.
Hey, D-Dog, how's it going? Come on, Avatar. Yeah, I'm live again. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Mornings. Even though this is a little early. No, it's 12. So it's Friday morning. But yeah, I am going to show off my sketchbook that I just finished yesterday. Well, no.
Sun,
Yeah, I finished yesterday.
said. What are you going to be drawing today, smiley face?
I'm not going to be drawing anything. I'm just going to show off my sketchbook tonight because my arm is hurting for some reason. And show you some artwork. Do a sketchbook tour.
Sun, said. Oh yay.
So this is a Ohuhu marker pad. God, I can't talk. This is going to be an interesting night. And you can do markers. You can pretty much do anything with it that I've done. So it has 60 sheets. So it comes up to 120 front and back sheets to do. And the cool thing about this, you can use markers on it. Like some paper. And it won't seep through. So, yeah. Let's begin. So, this is my avatar characters. My OC characters, I should say.
Sun,
Shadow.
said. I crash out on my art sometimes.
Yeah. I try to make this interesting for you guys as much as I can. But I'm better at drawing than I am as talking. But these are my OC characters. This is Pearl. And this is Shadow. And he has forget-me-not flowers. Shadow has, well, both of these characters have been in my life for a very long time. If I have enough time, I can show you my very old sketchbook where they were in there. But that's the front cover. Here's my welcome page.
Sun, said. Shadow from Sonic,
No, Shadow is pretty much the Grim Reaper. Like a person's shadow. I'm making a story called Crescent Shadow, and his name is Shadow. So, let's see. This is my beginning page that I didn't do much with it. I was planning to color it in, but I was afraid that I would mess it up and stuff like that.
Sun said, "Oh cool D."
I started September 24th of 2024, and I just finished it June 12th, 2025. So this is my welcome page. I need to start, in my next book, I'm gonna try to draw a character page. That's what I'm planning to do with my sketchbook and stuff like that.
Fabian Robles. Welcome to my channel. Fabian Robles said, "Hi."
Hi Fabian, how are you doing tonight?
Purple 3ST3R. Welcome to my channel. Purple 3ST3R said, "The drawings are great, I'll subscribe."
Well, thank you. I'm trying to entertain you guys as much as I can, but I got this idea. Where did I get this idea? It might have been a Pinterest picture.
Sun said, "BTW, I'm drawing right now, but I don't know what to draw, so I'm just standing here and trying to figure out what to draw."
Well, it's kind of hard to draw when you're standing. Draw some squiggly lines and shapes. That usually gets your hands working and moving, and then you'll start getting some ideas how to draw. Okay, and this is my initials that I usually put on my picture.
Sun said, "Okay." Purple 3ST3R said, "I'm gonna draw one of my OCS that is a clown now."
Cool. And my character drawing. Not too exciting and stuff like that. Trying to get some inspiration ideas down. Now this, I drew this a long time ago. When Alice in Wonderland, let's see if I can get it straight. When Alice in Wonderland came out, the live action one with Johnny Depp in it. And the Cheshire Cat is my favorite character. So I drew the Cheshire Cat, I drew Mad Hatter's hat, I drew a pot underneath the Mad Hatter going into a cup that is not, that's broken, and it's pouring out. So you should, when you get inspiration from movies, cartoons, and stuff like that, characters and stuff like that, you should definitely draw something with it so you have that memory. And the original picture of this was damaged.
Purple3ST3R said, I don't watch the show, but the drawing is amazing.
Oh, thank you. But the original picture of this was actually damaged by water. Because we had a flood in my basement where I live, and it destroyed the picture. So I redrew it. But yeah. Whenever you get inspiration for a cartoon or anything that makes you laugh, makes you smile, draw it. Any emotion that you get from any inspiration, draw it in your own style. See how it turns out. And then you can go back to it when you get older and actually see what you actually did. That's what a sketchbook is for. It's for you guys to actually remember your past. Oh, this is a bad picture. I was trying to draw my boss, and I sort of made her look older than she is. Then I try to draw her in an anime character. Just for fun. Study people. Study different people's reactions and stuff like that. That's part of doing art. Study animals. Study landscapes. Study little things like this is a scanner that's at my work that I drew. Just for the fun of it. Because I couldn't figure out what to draw.
Sun said, it's kind of funny.
Draw your hands. Draw different things. I drew my character. And then I refixed it on my computer. I'll have to do not a sketch. I'll have to do a art tour with all the pictures that I drew on my computer for you guys. But this was one of the artwork that I worked on my computer with. This one is silver. Another prop artwork. Salt and pepper. What is it? Napkin holder. Something to draw. You can draw from anything around your room. Just for practice. Just to get your hands moving. That's the whole point of practicing art. What is it? Figure art. Is it called figure drawing? Can't remember what it's called. This was during Halloween. I drew myself as the character as Nausicaa. That's her name, right? Nausicaa. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting night. I dressed up
Sun
as
Sun
Natsuko.
said. I think I messed up the head, it looks like a potato grinning face.
Well, you can always redraw it. Or keep at it. And then I drew it again in color. But yeah, that was for Halloween. And I drew my Grim Reaper character as his
Purple 3ST3R said. I love Demon Slayer, my favorite is GU, Mitsurai and Shinobu.
Well, that's cool. I'm bad with names. I like the siblings, Natsuko, and her brother. And I haven't gotten, and the pig boy. I can't remember his name. Someone in the... I'm sure one of you guys are going to tell me what's his name again. But yeah, this is my Grim Reaper character. As a skeleton self.
Purple Heart Catnap Purple Heart. Welcome to my channel. Purple Heart Catnap Purple Heart said. Hi, slightly smiling face.
Hey Catnap! How are you doing tonight? We're doing Sketchbook tour. And you get to see how far I got. I finished the sketchbook. And you get to see what an artist can do. I was working on hands on this one. And I wanted to try her playing with her hair.
Purple Heart Catnap Purple Heart said. Petty good and yay. Fuegoxp. Welcome to my channel.
I got this from an anime. I can't remember what anime it was called. I had it written down somewhere, but I lost it. But it gave me an inspiration to actually draw my characters like this. Even though Shadow's head is smaller than her head, it should have been like maybe up to here, maybe a little further bigger. So I screwed up on that one. Then I did some doodles. Doodle, doodle, doodle. I drew a
Commander
goldfish.
underscore hoo-ha. Welcome to my channel. Commander underscore hoo-ha said. Hi diddly hey diddly ho.
Hey,
Purple Heart
diddly-o.
Catnap Purple Heart said. Petty.
Thank you. Hey, Commander, how's it going? It's been a long time. Missing my streams, I see. You must have been busy. I see how it is. Just miss my streams, why don't you? I'm kidding. Life is more important than a stream. I finished my sketchbook, so I'm showing it off. I drew some eyes. I think this
Commander
was a mouth and a nose.
Huha said, "Work. Blame my job, for I am innocent."
Oh yes, blame the job. I see how it is. It's always the job's fault. Let's see. And then I drew just a character. Just for fun. Gotta get her in frame. I should have made her hair further out. But I like how I did the hands. So I used the color wheel to actually do the color choice for this. That's why she has an orange shirt and her hair's popping out more.
"Welcome to my channel," said. "Hi, I am here."
Hi, welcome to the channel. How are you doing tonight? We're doing sketchbook tour. So I got this idea from Sailor Moon. I think it was a picture of Sailor Moon, so. I saw the picture and I wanted to draw it, so I did.
Said. "Good and a little bad."
Well, that's not
Purple
good.
3ST3R said. "I'm trying to make a paper dolls, but I may give up."
There's nothing wrong about keep trying. Make sure you have good glue. So this is my character doing the peace sign. Peace. And then this is her traveling through time. I need to hold on.
Said. "Your dog is cute."
Thank you. She knows it.
Commander_Huha said. LMFAO, you screwing with time now.
Me? How am I screwing with time? Oh, you mean my character? My character is screwing through time, yes. I was like, what did I do? Yep, she falls asleep.
Commander
and she goes
underscore
through time.
Huha said, yeah lol. Commander underscore Huha said, your character.
I thought you meant me. Like, how am I screwing with time? What am I doing with... Okay, so this is the Shadow as the Grim Reaper. And I don't remember if this is supposed to be Pearl or Lily.
Stefan Brooker said, Bonnie 98 what doing?
And then I drew this, a three-headed dragon. Let's see if I can get all three of them on there. For someone that wanted a picture of a three-headed dragon, I have them colored in on my computer. But yeah. I made it for a customer.
Angel Dust and Nugget. Welcome to my channel. Angel Dust and Nugget said, I'm here because I want to learn how to draw and your art is amazing.
Well, thank you.
Purple 3ST3R said, I give up on the paper dolls. I'm just gonna draw my OC.
Well, you can always go back to the paper dolls later. Let your mind relax and get through it. You'll figure out how to fix your paper dolls. And I'm doing a sketchbook tour right now. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to actually draw tonight. But if you come back on Sunday morning, I can help you do that. But it pretty much drawing people, they're just shapes. Like the head is pretty much an oval. The body is like a square.
Angel Dust and Nugget said, one question, how do you draw hands?
How I draw hands? So, let me take off my gloves. So when you draw hands, it takes a lot of practice, but it's sort of like a triangle. It's like a long... So you make a triangle, and then you put circles down where the fingers should be. So there's 1 for the thumb, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you draw the fingers with lines at the beginning. Let's see. Does this have lid? So it's like a triangle. Can you even see it? No.
Purple3ST3R said, I have a wooden base thing for drawing people, but it's missing half an arm, but I'll just use it anyways.
That works too. And then you draw a circle for the thumb that goes up halfway. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. You go a little bit up, draw another circle. You do the same thing. So you did your pointer finger, your middle finger, your wedding finger, and then your pinky. And usually to do
Angel Dust and Nugget said, oh okay, because I am wanting to be an artist.
You can be an artist. Anyone can be an artist. It's just your drive to it. You have to keep practicing. I'm still learning for myself. There's a lot of stuff I'm still learning for an artist. But if you want to be an artist, practice pretty much makes perfect in some ways. So keep practicing and have fun with it. And that's sort of how you draw a hand. And then you'll actually
Angel Dust and Nugget said, I'm going to try to draw my OC and see how it turns out.
Cool. Keep practicing with them. You can never go wrong with your OCs. Alright, back to the sketchbook tour. Let's see. Shadow. Lily. I had to think about that. I was like, who is this character? But I believe this is Lily. You'll see a lot of change in both of them throughout the sketchbook, because I'm still working on them. And there's nothing wrong about that. Your OCs are pretty much your greatest characters that you can work on. Pearl and Shadow. And an eyeball. Open up those heavenly gates. And then there's Shadow kissing one of my character's hand. I messed up on his jaw. I'm gonna have to work on that. And then this is the bat character that I was working on for my friend, Sylvie. But she wanted it more of a different character.
Purple3ST3R said, what I've learned to do, you can look up bases or search up tutorials, but it's really up to yourself. Grinning face with big eyes.
Yep. It depends on what you look at and what you want to learn. And just take it one step at a time. Don't try to take it all in at once, because if you try to, you'll just overwhelm yourself. And that sometimes causes art blocks. So I did a study on bats. More
Angel
studies
Dust
on
and
bats.
Nugget said, and how do you draw a nose? LOL face with tears of joy.
It depends on what kind of nose you're looking for. If you're looking for an anime nose, it's just a little triangle. If you're looking for a real person's nose, you use a sideways circle. With nostrils. So it depends on what kind of nose you're looking for. Because people have different kind of nose style. Sometimes it's kind of squarish. Sometimes it's like a triangle. But usually it's a circle. That's the easiest one to do. But if you're doing an anime nose, it's just a little triangle to the side.
Purple3ST3R said, and also if you take inspiration from other artists, I would probably try to at least 2 artists you look up to, because you might end up copying one artist and getting stressed.
Pretty much, if you look up, let's see, if you look up 5 different artists and you find something at each one of them, like you might like the ear of this character, or you might like how they do the eye of this character, you might like how they do the nose for this character, for another. But look up 5 different artists that you actually love their artwork and you want to, and study it. You don't need to copy it, because you're trying to teach yourself how to draw like them in their own way, but you're studying their work. So you can actually take a little piece here, a little piece there, and then you can combine it to create something. add emotions.
Purple 3ST3R said, but I'm not good at art, so I can't really give good tips. I'm a young artist, so I mainly use other people's tips since they're great tips.
Yeah. You're an artist
Scrawl Reaper.
in your own way.
Welcome to my channel.
Hey, Scroll Reaper. Are you just gonna linger this time? Because I'm doing art tour. Or sketchbook tour. Yeah, I can't talk tonight.
Scrawl Reaper said, yeah, I'm actually just getting back to work on the code. I took a break for like 5 hours.
Did you at least take a nap during the 5 hours?
Scrawl Reaper said, nope, I've been awake all day.
Well, hopefully you get some sleep in. I thought you were pretty much done with your... Are you adding more to it? Let's see. I did an object sketch. Because I have plastic hands that I use. Hello. These come in handy for drawing too. I got this off Amazon, so. But you don't have to use the same thing. You can use what you have. I just bought this because my other hands that I had weren't working for me. And I have a plastic skull that I use, so that's why there's hands over it.
Scrawl Reaper said, I thought I was going to be done a few days ago, but I'm adding some more to it. I'm basically making it so if you land on a demon witch and the sub-role of the witch is a demon sin witch, you're going to be able to get more opportunities to get demon-themed clothing. And it still has randomized generation, so it might land on just regular demon witch clothing. And then it has a small percentage to land on just general clothing. So that's what I'm working on right now. I basically got the code. Scrawl Reaper said, working. So now I'm just adding the inventory and I probably will have it done by Saturday or Sunday.
Oh, that's cool. You're just doing all the little flaws things that you wanted to put in there and stuff like that. That's really cool. I can't wait to actually see it work. drew another object drawing of hands and my skeleton's head. And it's a plastic skeleton head.
Scrawl Reaper said, "Yeah, it's the little extra things that I was saying I might do in a month. But then I thought, you know what, let's just do it now. And it will be really cool for drawing because it's going to feel very cohesive. The outfits are going to feel very approachable." Purple 3ST3R said, "What is Scrawl Reaper working on? It sounds cool." Scrawl Reaper said, "I like that articulated hand you have. How much did it cost?"
I think it was $33, but I had to buy two. I bought a, I have no idea what fell. I bought a left one and a right one. Lefty and righty hand. I have no idea what fell. So I think it was $33 maybe, $32.
Scrawl Reaper said, "Wow, $33 for two of them?
No,
That's actually really good."
It's $33 for just one. And then, so it's $33 each, I think. It's been a while since I bought them, so.
Scrawl Reaper
Let's see
said,
if it's on Amazon if they
"And
changed
Purple Star, I'm working on a random waifu generator. It's a text generator." Oh, okay. Yeah, 33 still is reasonable. Commander_Huha said, "Dang, medicine's kicking in, lol, I am starting to fall asleep. I'm gonna go to bed, have a good stream, and hopefully I start catching your streams more than I have lately."
Alright. You can always watch them again.
Scrawl Reaper said, "Alright, Commander, have a good night."
Have a good night, Commander.
Purple 3ST3R said, "Oh, okay." Scrawl Reaper said, "But okay, I'm gonna kick back and watch what you're doing, and I'll be working in the background."
Alright.
Commander_Huha said, "Later, y'all."
Later. Have a great night. So, this page is just a doodle page. So just doodling ideas and stuff like that. I should have made this bigger. I think I drew it for my computer? But this is Pearl. So this is Pearl drawing. I had to work on hands, trying to get that down.
Purple 3ST3R said, "It's almost midnight for me, so I'll probably leave soon."
Okay. I think this is a Pinterest picture that I like. But it was a black and white one, so I did color, and I wanted to bring out the hair and stuff like that. Another figure drawing. Not a figure drawing. What is it called? Project or item drawing. And then I just did this one because I was coloring my hair again. So I just felt like drawing what I was doing today. Well, not today, but the day that I did it. And then this is Lunar. Ah, it's smudged. Oops, let's get this in frame. This is my wolf character.
Purple3ST3R said, "My OC is short and looks like a girl, but he's actually a boy. That's a clown that has anger issues."
Well, that's interesting. And then this is a famous what is her name? I can't remember her name. She's pretty much character from Japan, and I wanted to draw her my way, so I can't remember her name. I'm horrible with names, I'm sorry. And then there's Shadow. With two different, well, he has two different color eyes that half of it is blue, half of it's green, and then the other eye is half of it's yellow and half of it's brown.
Angel Dust and Nugget said, "Done, it's in my post. I don't know how it looks." Purple3ST3R said, "For this Halloween, I'll be my clown OC even though he's a boy and I'm a girl, but we have the same hair and eyes."
There's nothing wrong about that. As long as you have fun with your characters and stuff like that, that's all that really matters. There's nothing wrong about dressing up as them.
Stefan Brooker said, "By Commander."
Do you have it, Angel, Dust, and Nuggets? I'm gonna call you Angel. Or Angel Dust. Do you have it on your YouTube?
Purple3ST3R said, I have to go now, but bye and great drawings. I'll try to join the lives, but I'm busy with chores.
That's alright. That comes first. Thanks for hanging out. You have a good one, Purple.
Stefan Brooker said, bye bye. Angel Dust and Nugget said, yeah.
Let's see. I'll go to your thing and look at it. I think you did a good job on her. Or you said it's a boy, right? Great job. I think you did a good job on it. On him. Alright, so this is Shadow and Pearl. Pearl went through back in time, and she's in Lily's body. And then I painted it with watercolor. It crinkled a little, but not as bad. I wonder if you can get the shine on it.
Angel Dust and Nugget said, yay, it was my first time doing drawing, laughing face.
You did a good job. Then I did some quick little doodles for some subscribers and followers. And then Sylvie wanted her character as a sugar cookie. So I made her into a sugar cookie. And this is just characters that Pearl can go back in time into as her past selves. Let's see. There's Lily. There's Crescent. There's Lunar. There's Silver. And Leaf.
Angel Dust and Nugget said, and you can call me Angel Dust for short or Angel, smiley face.
Okay. Then I wanted to draw my character relaxing. Well, you did a good job, Angel.
Stefan Brooker said, "Haney us it."
I drew Shadow, holding out his hand. I used my hand as the model, of course. Shadow and Silver. Shadow and Leaf. I think this is a 2-marker drawing for them, for this one. And it's just random characters. Shadow. I think this is supposed to be
Sun
Lily.
Said, "Oh pretty, and I am going to bed, so good night."
Good night. Thanks for hanging out. Day dog. Or dog day. Yeah, tonight's gonna be one of those nights. Then I used watercolor for this one. I drew a flower, a rose. Shadow and Pearl.
Sun said, "An Angel Dust, your drawing is cute, smiley face."
Let's see, this is during Christmas. Shadow and Lily.
Angel Dust and Nugget said, "TYSM and good night." Stefan Brooker said, "Good night."
Have a good one. Have a great night. Day dog. My computer. Put that back on. I'm trying to figure out a way for Crescent to actually have an interesting goddess costume. I still have a ways to go on it.
Stefan Brooker said, "It's 2:05 p.m. here, Bonnie 98 Buff Bird."
$2:05. It is 1:05 here.
Angel Dust and Nugget said, "All I have in my head is Lily was a little girl face with tears of joy. If you don't know that song, reach it up."
Lily was a little girl, huh? Tears of joy? I'll have to look it up. This is from Dan. It's an anime that... and I like the main characters. I didn't put red in his hair because I forgot. And I used acrylic paint on this.
Angel Dust and Nugget said, "RN, it's 2:06 a.m.
Well, it's 1:06 a.m. here, where I am. It's PM for Stefan. Wow.
Stefan Brooker said, "You should go to sleep, Bonnie 98. What doing?"
I'm a night owl, so I'll be up for a while. As I yawn. Oh, I still have tea. Shadow and Crescent.
Purple Heart Catnap Purple Heart said, "It's 4:06 here."
In the morning or PM? Because if it's in the morning, maybe you should go to bed, Catnap. I drew Shadow as a dragon. As a skeleton dragon.
Purple Heart Catnap Purple Heart said, AM.
Yeah, maybe you should go to bed if it's already 4 in the morning. You must be a night owl as well.
Angel Dust and Nugget said, "Go to bed."
Let's see. Pearl and Shadow. Because Shadow can actually summon skeletons to him. Anything that has bones, he can actually summon. Or he can become it. That's part of his power. Let's get this in frame. Then you have Pearl, Shadow, Lily, Crescent, Silver, Lunar, and Leaf. And then it's 2025, Year of the Snake. So I drew my character holding Shadow as a snake. Is that in frame?
Angel Dust and Nugget said, "Your name is Catnap for a reason. You sleep, so go to sleep."
No, they're called Catnap from a video game. Poppy Playtime. Chapter 3, I believe. Crescent. One of my friends,
Angel Dust and Nugget said, "I know he sleeps. He is a smiling critter and he sleeps."
I don't know if he sleeps. Doesn't he put the other critters to sleep? But he could be sleeping. I could be wrong. Crescent. I liked how my friend did the shadowing of color for the hair and stuff like that, so I copied it. And then I can't do it again. So I have to practice that. So I drew Adara. While she's sleeping. but I used it for Lunar, because Lunar can turn into a wolf. Then I drew Pearl drawing Shadow, and Shadow's reaching out to press her face.
Angel Dust and Nugget said, "Yeah, but he a kitty and cats sleep and he does put the critters asleep. Mine is not from Poppy Playtime."
No, I know Angel Dust is not from Poppy Playtime. Oh, like that! Ollie. Go lay down, baby. Hammer fell over.
Purple Heart Catnap Purple Heart said, "Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, the dog got me laughing."
He knocked over the camera. He has a tendency of doing that. Shadow with a skull head in his hand. Or with his head in his hand. It depends on how you look at it. Silver as a pup. Lily as a little kid. Shadow as a skeleton.
Angel Dust and Nugget said, "The dog says I'm sorry, face with tears of joy."
Yeah. Something scared him over here, so. I'm not really sure what scared him. Could have been my brother stomping upstairs. Unless he had a nightmare. Shadow and Lily. I messed up on the dress. And I messed up on his clothes. Shadow.
White medium star Lucifer, white medium star. Welcome to my channel. White medium star Lucifer, white medium star. Said, I am late lol.
It happens. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight? So this is Shadow. Has his hand over his face. Shadow and Lunar. Can you actually see it?
White medium star Lucifer, white medium star. Said, good.
And then this is one of the models for Sylvie. But we went a different route for that. So this is part of the somewhat of model. Oh, my back is killing me. So this is Pearl and her mask of disguises. And then I did another Year of the Snake with Shadow and a snake.
Angel Dust and Nugget. Said, pretty.
I sort of messed up on his chin. I should have made it a little bit more outward. But the idea was there. Thank you. I saw a person laying down on Pinterest, and so I wanted to draw that as with my character. So I sort of did that. It sort of turned out okay. Not as well as I wanted it to, but it's fine. Then chibis of my characters. Pearl and Shadow.
Said, I'm chilling.
That's fine. Relax. Put your feet up. Get some drawing done. Or just watch me tell you about my sketchbook tour. So I drew daffodils because that's the month it's flower. For March, so I drew that. And Pearl's just looking at him. And then there's Chibi Lily with her Grim Reaper doll.
Purple Heart Catnap Purple Heart said, I'm going to bed now, lol face with tears of joy.
Good night, Catnap. Thanks for hanging out.
Stefan Brooker said, good night.
So I found a picture of this kind of clothing. So I designed it in a different way and stuff like that. And then I put another character that I
Angel Dust and
created.
Nugget said, good night Catnap, tell the smiling critters I said hi.
But I shaped her face as a triangle. You can't tell. Her hands are kind of small, but oh well. I haven't given her a name yet.
Purple Heart Catnap Purple Heart said, okay I will.
Have a good night, Catnap. I drew Pearl. And then I drew Shadow for Valentine's. And then I drew Serenity. I messed up on her nose. But oh well. There you go. Perfect.
Said, I have a Catnap plushie lol with me face with tears of joy.
Yeah, I saw that. Do they sell it at Walmart? Or did they sell it at Walmart? Because I saw a kid with the critters as well at Walmart. I drew Lunar as her wolf.
Said. They do in Amazon.
Oh, they do? Shadow with his hair down.
Said. I have dog day catnap and hoppy hopscotch.
What, you don't have all the critters? How could you? I'm kidding, I'm kidding. That's cool that you have those. I didn't even know Amazon had those.
Said. No, sadly.
Well, in due time, I'm sure you will. Then there's Shadow with Pearl. Pearl has a microphone. I drew Shadow with his white hair. And I messed up on this one. His face looks a little weird. Then I drew Leaf.
Angel Dust and Nugget. Said. I have a Angel Dust plushie.
Did you get that off Amazon as well? Or did you get it off of a site? Leaf wearing a daffodil. And having lunar moth wings.
Angel Dust and Nugget. Said. No Temu, just kidding, yeah, Amazon.
Got it off Temu. I'll be questioning if you got it off Temu. That's cool. Frame. Lunar and Shadow. Why ya? And I try to do the Northern Lights, but I don't think it came out right with watercolor. Then there's Shadow in his skeleton form. Pearl and Shadow. Then I wanted to try an idea for Crescent, but I drew Pearl as the character instead. But
Jedi Knight 88. Welcome to my channel. Jedi Knight 88 said, "Keep up the good work, smiley face."
oh, thank you. But this is supposed to be a siren in some ways. And she's supposed to be like against glass.
Angel Dust and Nugget said, "I'm tried but I'm going to make it."
You're tired? You can always go to bed, Angel, if you need to. You don't have to stay up. This is being recorded on YouTube, so you can always watch it later. And this is supposed to be me at work. So I put Pearl as in the working area. Then I drew an eye. Probably a little bit of an artist block at the moment. So I usually go back to something that's easy.
Angel Dust and Nugget said, "I'm a survivor, I'm going to make it."
Alright, I won't force you. If you get too tired, go to bed. Shadow and Lunar. And Lunar's a pup at this picture.
Angel Dust and Nugget said, "Next thing you know I am knockout."
Pearl idea. Working on the hand, stuff like that, reaching out. peebees. Lily and Shadow. Shadow and Pearl. This is pretty much part of the story.
Angel Dust and Nugget said, I almost dropped my phone because of typing this.
This is pretty much part of the story that Crescent combined with Lily and Lunar. Then Shadow and Lunar as a siren. Or Crescent as a siren. Not Lunar. Crescent as a siren. Shadow and Pearl. I didn't do the outline for it because I thought it turned out actually really interesting. Shadow and Pearl. Pearl dressed up as a boy, trying to get information from a tavern, and the only way she can get information was dressing up as a boy. A doodle idea.
Angel Dust and Nugget said, what's that?
Pretty much it's, I think this is supposed to be Pearl just sitting, because I got a figure drawing that I was using, and so I drew the figure and I drew Pearl as the figure drawing. Lunar underwater. Can you tell there's fish?
Angel Dust and Nugget said, oh, okay.
Shadow trying to scare Pearl. Scare. I think I colored it in and then I did the outline for it instead of doing the outline before it. Shadow and Lily. This is watercolor. So I did a watercolor of Crescent. I gotta remember the name. And the tree that I usually draw. That I made it into what is it? Cherry blossom idea.
Angel Dust and Nugget said, I am going to bed now, but I watch the rest tomorrow morning.
Alright, have a good night, Angel. Thanks for hanging out.
Stefan Brooker said, Good night, Angel.
Then I wanted to do a landscape idea with watercolor. Unfortunately, shadow got a little muddy. But I think it came out pretty interesting. I'm not really good with landscapes.
Angel Dust and Nugget said, Good night, I'm good luck with your live stream.
Thank you. You have a great night sleeping. So I did doodles. I drew a Dara, and I drew a skeleton dog, then part of a face. I don't know if you can see that. And then there's an artist that combines animals with something else. And she was drawing fish with wings. So I drew fish with wings just to see if I could do it. Then I drew Shadow as a girl. just for the fun of it. Shadow and Pearl. Shadow as a girl. Pearl, I was trying to make her into a girl, but dressed up as a boy, but it turned out to be more of a boy. So I guess I sorta did it right in some ways. Pearl and Shadow. I didn't get a chance to color it in, but oh well. So, I printed off on the 3D a wolf's, let's see if I can get it, mask in some ways. So I took that idea and sort of put it on this, on Pearl. Then I drew a character falling, even though I have her hands kind of weird. Like she's falling backwards and onto her bed or something. Then figure drawing. Random anime character. And then I drew dinosaurs. Or Stegosaurus. Then Sylvie and I's friend got engaged. So I drew her character with her wedding ring, with her engagement ring. Not married yet. And then V drew me a picture that you can actually see at the beginning of the stream. I think, hopefully. Of Shadow. So I drew it in my style, Shadow and Pearl. And then this is Crescent and Shadow. Crescent is a Siren mix. I'm still working on her. So. Then I drew the skull and the hands again. Just for something to draw. Then I drew a figure drawing with a hand drawing it. Drawing her. Another figure
Stefan
drawing.
Brooker said, Amks the wink.
I drew Shadow and Crescent again. Crescent as a siren. Let's go like this. Figure drawing. Then I drew Shadow and Crescent. I messed up on the hair. And then the last page. Well, the very last page is actually something I did a long time ago, and I was doing color, checking if what kind of color comes from certain markers I got. But this is the last page that I'm gonna put on here. I hope you enjoyed my stream and my sketchbook. I'll be starting another sketchbook pretty soon. Probably next week we'll start doing more sketches. Hopefully, if my arm works.
Stefan Brooker said, Halos wow.
But yeah, that is it for the stream. I'm actually gonna call it for tonight. I should be playing a game with Sylvie.
Stefan Brooker said, Good night, Meg.
Good night, Stefan. Thanks for hanging out. And good night to everyone else that's hanged out with me to see my sketchbook tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I make anime, stay creative, stay spooky, do something creative every single day.
Jedi Knight 88 said, THX for a great stream.
Thanks for hanging out.
Scrawl Reaper said, good night.
Night shall be on tomorrow. So I hope to see you then. Bye.